Hey, it's me, John. I promise you the YouTube. I just want to let you know that the Mets were struggling, and now they're back on track a little bit. They won the game against the Padres. Hopefully, they can take care of the Nationals. It's their last home. It's their last home series. It's been a while since they've been this good. They've been winning, so let's just hope that things get better for them. They have a great opportunity to clinch and get into the postseason. Maybe if they win this series and win the next series and win the next one, they win at least. They could have literally clinched to go to the playoffs. It's unfortunate that they've been struggling so much. It allowed other teams to enter in the playoff hunt. Arizona Diamondbacks, the San Francisco Giants, and even the Cincinnati Reds. Three teams that have no absolute business being there. They're only fortunate enough that the playoffs expanded that they could do it, and the Mets are lucky enough that playoffs expanded because they weren't supposed to be in there the last couple of years. They have a history, not a history. They don't necessarily have a tendency in choking, but in 2007 and 2008, they blew it when they were one of the better teams in the league, and they had all the talent that they had, both in the year with and without Johan Santana. But that's not necessarily has to be the Mets' downfall. They don't have to have that same impact anymore. It's just very sad that the Mets have had a negative reputation of choking, and I don't, and they get off to really good starts. But baseball's a long season, it's 162 games, and there's no excuse that this team, with all the money spent into it, could tell me about the pitching staff. The pitching staff, the Mets usually have a good pitching staff. That's one thing they had about them until this year. It's been struggling, but they lost Griffin Canning. Griffin Canning was definitely a huge part of the baseball team. So I just think that he was a great leader for the team. He even beat the Braves in Atlanta where the Mets struggled. So I just think it's dope if the Mets can make the playoffs and possibly the World Series, but that's a little bit of a pipe dream right now. Last year it wasn't. Last year the team won 90 games. There were only a few games below the Braves and below the Philadelphia Phillies. This year they're just struggling just to get by. They were better than the Phillies at one point, and then the Phillies just took it out and surpassed them, just blew them by. But it is what it is. I think we have a good, excellent opportunity to at least make the postseason. If we can see the Phillies in the second round, that would be perfect. But right now, we have to take care of business. Right now, excuse me, we have to take care of business with the Nationals, and if we're lucky, we get to take it. Well, if things work out, we take care of it rather easier. We should be playing the Dodgers. I was to say if we're lucky, because, but then I pull back from that and I'm saying we're supposed to be in the playoffs. We have Juan Soto. Enough said. We've tried our best to upgrade our bullpen and our outfield and our defense. And when I look at the other teams, D backs are just too mediocre. They have talent, but they're too mediocre. The Cardinals, no. The Reds, they struggle with defense, especially their most exciting player, De La Cruz. And then even with other teams like other teams like San Francisco, San Francisco's just too inconsistent, and they play in the NL West, which is a dogfight for anybody. NL West is the most competitive division in baseball this year, so that ought to be interesting. How things turn out for the D-backs and the Giants, but I expect the Mets to take care of business as usual. Peace out, each and every one of you guys. Check out my blog. The Mets got a YouTube. The Mets have a good youth movement, and I just think it'd be great for people just to see what they do. Brandon Sprout, Noah McLean, and Jonah Tone. 3 young pitchers that are saving the Mets' tail right now. Because David Peterson is inconsistent at best. He's inconsistent. And so are the rest of the team, like Cody Senga and Sean Manaea. Peace.